From youth violence to Ebola and even education initiatives, we have a wide range of topics to discuss with Tennessee Congressman, 9th District Congressman Steve Cohen. Congressman Cohen, good morning to you.
Good morning, Val.
I tell you, there's been a lot going on locally and nationally, but let's start with what everybody's talking about right now. That's Ebola. Do you think the government is doing enough with these screenings at 5 airports?
The president responded to a lot of people's calls for possibly shutting down flights from Liberia and Western Guyana and Sierra Leone. And rather than do that, he thought a more efficient way was to have screenings at the 5 major airports where people from those regions come into our country, and to test their temperature there and test and talk to them and observe them. And that would be maybe a more effective way to ferret it out. We only had one person get through. The guy got to Dallas. It was unfortunate. I thought about supporting the efforts to ban the flights from those countries, but the WHO and others, the experts say that's not the best way to do it. It's not. This is the better way to do it. The president's responded, and I feel comfortable where he is and where the CDC is.
Yeah, I know. I just worry, though, because you may not have a fever. The incubation period is like 21 days, so you could still get in the country.
Well, you could. It's you usually exhibit fever or temperature sooner. It's a danger, but it's not the danger I think people are fearful. If you lived in Monrovia, yeah, it's a serious danger. What might be more serious is this new virus that's somewhat like polio that struck children around the country, and now there have been 2 cases in Tennessee, and that concerns me greatly because that's here and it attacks children. Some have died and some will be paralyzed, and we can't have a return of a pediatric virus like polio in this country.
You're exactly right, and we haven't talked about the paralysis as much as we have how you get hospitalized with that. That enterovirus is a serious thing. Let's talk about youth violence. Since you've been on, we've had the mob beatdown at the Kroger a few weeks ago, and many other cases of youth violence. Congressman, what needs to be done? We are one of the most violent cities in the country in the last several years, according to the FBI crime stats.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I was at a program yesterday promoting a seafood nutrition partnership to try to make ourselves healthier. We're one of the most obese cities in the country, and yet we're one of the most violent. It seems like there would be someone, if you're obese, you kind of lay back and just kind of
be fat and happy.
Yeah, but the young people are out there, and it's unfortunate. What happened at Kroger was terrible. What happened after the football game was terrible. We've gotten about $1.5 million from the federal government here, both to Shelby County and Memphis governments and to the Shelby County schools to help combat youth violence. That helps. There has to be a good plan. I think juvenile court does have to have more strength in taking some of these juveniles off the street. I think they need to learn lessons early. They have to be presumed innocent, which they are in our system, and due process has to be present. But they also have to know that there's repercussions to those actions. And it's not just sport. They're real lives. They're hurting people, and that needs to stop.
You know, a lot of people have criticized the University of Memphis for bringing in a rapper, Rick Ross, to perform during Midnight Madness, which is not this weekend, but next weekend. What do you think about that? Is that sending the wrong message?
I love the Tigers. I think I don't like that idea. I don't know much about him, but I know he's got a song about giving a girl a pill and raping her, and that should not be something that we put any of our university or community monies behind. That's just the wrong message to send to our youth or to anybody.
You know, I read at one place that, you know, they're also trying to, you know, lure other potential recruits, and maybe this is part of it. Hey, look at us. We've got a cool rapper here. I don't know. What do we do, Congressman?
That's part of it, but I think the whole society has to think about what we promote, and we should not promote anything that contains violence against women, violence against anybody, rape. These are things we need to come together and not be sureties for the folks that make money out of it and promote it and make it seem like it's mainstream.
All right, Congressman Cohen, you going to the game Saturday?
I'm going to go to the game Saturday, and I'm going to be voting no on one, and I'm going to be active in the community to let people know that's important for the women of this community to vote no on one.
All right, thank you so much, Congressman Steve Cohen. We'll be right back.
This segment